Well, guys, we had some breaking news drop just literally like 5 minutes ago. Nintendo just decided to announce that a Nintendo Direct is indeed happening. Shocker to no one. I mean, Nintendo has done a Direct in September, I believe, for like 6 years straight. So I expected this. I saw some people starting to doubt, but we were getting a Direct. Nintendo's not gonna miss out. They have a lot of stuff to talk about for, all the titles that are coming out this year. But for what we're talking about today, I want to do a little bit of a expectations list for you. I do see people thinking, this Direct isn't going to have much. They are saying it's going to be focused on titles that are coming on the winter, but they say mainly focused, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo has always used that wording for all of their Directs. So I want to give an expectations list of what we should expect for this Nintendo Direct. So I know the obvious one that people are expecting is Super Smash Bros. Obviously, we haven't seen the final DLC character, and people are assuming it's to come out this year. So I would say Smash Bros is a strong possibility of what we're seeing at this Direct. But it also wouldn't surprise me if Nintendo decides to have Smash Bros be its own thing and announce it its own way. A lot of the times before with Smash 4, at least with the Super Smash Bros. Wii U, when they did DLC, actually the final character was announced their own way. They did like a special presentation for Smash Bros. It wasn't necessarily a direct, it was a presentation. So I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow just decide to, make it its own presentation and doing a whole thing on the whole moveset of whatever this new character is. So I feel like it's a strong possibility that we are getting Smash at this Direct, but I also think it's possible it's not going to be there and Nintendo's going to have them do their own thing that's not separate to all this other Direct stuff. So obviously Metroid Dread is coming out in like, what, 3 weeks? They're definitely going to put a focus on Metroid Dread on this. I wouldn't be surprised if a majority of this Nintendo Direct is just Metroid Dread. It is a 40-minute Direct, and Nintendo does still have a lot of titles coming out this year. And, I do think they're going to spend a good majority of the Direct on Metroid Dread, especially since Nintendo is promoting the crap out of that game. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe 10 minutes is to Metroid Dread. I'm just throwing it out there. So there is Pokemon coming out this year, and there is Pokemon Legends Arceus coming out in January. I don't think we should expect that, especially just because Pokemon did their own thing a few weeks ago. To me, it doesn't make sense that Pokemon would show up. Maybe Nintendo will just mention it's coming out, and normally Pokemon doesn't show up in the Nintendo Directs in general, so I'm not expecting Pokemon to be here at all. We do have the brand new Advance Wars that was announced at E3, and I don't think there's been a trailer ever since then. We knew it's supposed to come out in December of this year, so I do expect probably another trailer of Advance Wars and maybe more gameplay, a little bit more of a focus on that game, since all we had was that, I think it was like a 2-minute trailer, and they're going to promote that game if it's coming out in 3 months, so I do think it's possible we're going to get 3 minutes of a trailer and then talk more about Advance Wars, how the gameplay is, all of that. So Mario Party is coming out also next month, but I don't think we're going to see them talk too much about Mario Party. I'm expecting it to be there, but just maybe like a 1 minute, just like, hey, this game's coming out. They might do a little mini trailer throw in there, because you gotta remember, this is a 40-minute Direct. They're gonna try to throw in a lot of stuff just because of that, or they're just gonna try to stall. And putting in Mario Party does help stall the Direct out and gets it more promotion. Now, with that being said, I actually have one major expectation for this Direct, just because of the wording, 40 minutes. I'm not too worried about them not showing too many titles off next year. But I am expecting them to go ahead and announce Xenoblade 3 at this Direct. I think it'll be the end of the Direct where they announce it. The game was leaked, and I think it was even leaked that it was supposed to be announced sometime this month. So I think they're going to go ahead and announce it. They might go ahead and announce that it's coming out winter 2022, because that's the launch year I'm expecting, or launch date that I'm expecting, because it was apparently supposed to come out this year, but it had to be delayed because of COVID. So Let's see how this is gonna go. I'm pumped to see Xenoblade 3. I'm like very confident that's gonna be here. I'm expecting some third-party stuff. I don't know what to expect from the third-party stuff because they can be such a 180 that you don't expect what's going to be announced. I don't know what we should expect with the third-party stuff, but I do expect a good probably 5 to 7 minutes of this direct's going to be third-party titles and some new ports that are going to be very unexpected. And then obviously the big rumors that have been happening over the last 2 weeks is Nintendo Switch Online. There's that big Game Boy Color and Game Boy heading to the Nintendo Switch Online for the catalog of games you can play. And now there is this whole rumor that the Nintendo 64 is heading to the Nintendo Switch Online. So I am expecting all of this to be announced tomorrow at this Nintendo Direct, just because it's been rumored there's been a new controller similar to the controller of the NES and SNES that's for the Nintendo Switch that was filed by Nintendo that has the similar trademarking names or something. I don't know how it's worded, but they are similar because, yeah, science. That has nothing to do with science. I'm expecting that to be announced this week, though, and I wouldn't be surprised if it all comes out after the Direct. I do know that people are thinking they're not going to do all three at once, but I don't think they're going to have much games to pull out for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color on launch. That's why I'm expecting to see Nintendo 64 in there in the mix. If it's not there, then they'll just bring out Game Boy and Game Boy Color at the same time, and then go ahead and announce it in 64 and probably say it's coming out early next year. I do feel like this is happening very soon. They're not going to be making a controller for the Game Boy, so it's going to be kind of creepy seeing the N64 controller on the Switch. I don't know, but I am expecting that, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and announce a price increase of Nintendo Switch Online. I'm expecting $30 a year is what the new price will be. Okay, I know I keep saying it this year. I'm a believer in this still happening. I mean, I made like a dedicated video on it. The Zelda Collection. I think there is a strong possibility that this is still coming out, and it's coming out this year. It's gonna be like 3D All-Stars, where they just randomly announced it, and they're like, guess what? It's coming out in 2 weeks. So I do believe if the Zelda Collection isn't here in this Direct, that it's not happening at all. I don't know how they're going to pull 3D All-Stars with this, because there's a lot of games now coming out for Nintendo, and this was like the perfect timeline to release a Zelda Collection, so it's probably not happening anymore, but I'm throwing it out there. I think it's a strong possibility, and if it doesn't happen in this Direct, then I don't think it's happening at all. I wouldn't be surprised, since everything with the N64, it's probably just 2 games that we're getting, and that's Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, all in one cartridge. I'm not expecting to see Ocarina or Majora's Max a part of this whole Zelda Collection anymore. Because of N64, they're going to probably add those 2 games. Wouldn't be surprised if it's at launch. Well, guys, I think that's a good, safe expectations list. At least that's kind of what my expectations. Obviously, we made a whole predictions video of what's going to be happening with me and my friends. We uploaded that like 3 weeks ago. Go check that video out if you guys have not already. I am a little bit upset that a Direct is happening tomorrow and not today, because today I'm off and tomorrow I work while the Direct is happening. So it's kind of bullcrap, not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna have any reactions of the Direct or anything out till like later that night. So guys, I do apologize for that. But that's my expectations. That's my safe expectations. There's probably gonna be just a little bit 2021, or 2021. We're in 2021. 2022 games to be announced. I feel like Xenoblade's that strong one that's going to be announced. And if they have any ports coming out, then probably some Nintendo Wii U ports being announced. That's probably what they're gonna do. That's my expectations for this Direct. Well, guys, I've been talking for way too much. I want to know what you think, your expectations / predictions, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, check out my Twitter, which is also in the description below, and my Discord server. All that's in the description below. And backslash that subscribe button, like the video, share with your friends. I think I did. I'm like extremely tired. I just woke up 20 minutes ago. If it didn't look like that, that's why I've been mumbling my words. I don't know if that was noticeable. So I need to like now wake up after recording this video and just realize what's actually happening and how disappointed I'm gonna be on missing this Nintendo Direct. And I need to just shut up because I'm dragging this out too long when it doesn't need to be dragged out. So I don't know why I'm still continuing to talk, knowing that I'm still dragging it out. I need to shut up. Alright guys, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.